Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today is April the 27th, 2022. We're going to talk about Apple today and if it's going to be the next FAANG stock to crash. You guys can see that we got earnings coming up right here on April the 28th, 2022, tomorrow. How do you think the market's going to react? I'm going to talk about that because we can actually look at what's been going on already from the chart's perspective as to what people are trying to prepare for. Now, before I break all of this down, before I go through and show you what happened into my last price prediction, then go ahead, join me, join the community, hit the like button, share it, and also subscribe to the channel. I'm going to give you all the information that everyone else don't want you to know. Either it's because they're oblivious or they just haven't figured it out, but they want you to go ahead and do a whole lot of in-depth research. Like that's going to give you some type of advantage, and it doesn't. You guys can look into as much information as you want, and you'll still find yourself on the wrong side of the trade. Now, if you guys really want to know how this game is played, like I said, join the team. Hit the like button, share it, and also subscribe to the channel. Tap that bell notification as well, because I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it real. If you like the realness, then you're at the right spot. If you don't, then what can I say? I'm not for you. Check this out. Look at this. So I did a video in Apple, right? It was on March the 28th, and I was looking for the price to go up. Now, I'm going to keep it real. You guys can see as I'm zooming in on the price chart that the market, it only went up a couple of days. It didn't go up massively. Like, it didn't go all the way up to even $182. That's the first clue. If the market in Apple truly was strong, we would not have seen price only go up slightly. It would have went up a lot higher, but it didn't. These days from March the 29th all the way until April the 5th, that was the only opportunity we had to at least garner some profitability out of this space. Now, I told you all on that video that we may get near all-time highs. So from the high that came in here on March the 30th to the all-time high was around 1.68%. So Apple was 1.68% from hitting all-time highs, or 1.7. That's pretty close. I knew that the market was going to try to make all-time highs. I knew it was going to try to trade in that vicinity, and I would consider 1.78 in that vicinity. All right, so hopefully you was able to grab some of that profitability into the market, because the market couldn't even hit $200. It only went about 2.82%, and that was it. Ever since that day, ever since after April the 5th, the market price in Apple fell. That gives us a clue. That gives us a clue. So from April the 5th, right, to now, the last trade of yesterday, the market is already down 12%. Now, we're down 12% going into earnings, okay? So it's not going to be rocket science for us to not see a bounce occur in Apple stock. Like it's common sense. When you see a market go down 12%, you need to see some life come back into it. Meaning you need to see some buyers. You need to see some uplift. And this earnings release is going to be the prime opportunity for the market to do just that. Because price has been falling ever since April the 5th. Now, it's not a coincidence that right now around earnings tomorrow, the price in Apple is hitting support. That's not a surprise. Okay, look at this. The setup is already being played. So would it be a surprise to see the market in Apple initially bounce and go higher? No, I wouldn't even be surprised. But don't get caught up in that. Do not get caught up on what this earnings is all about, because it's going to be another opportunity for those who want to sell, the opportunity to do just that, sell. We're still in a downtrend into the market in Apple. The market is still trending down. We need to see confirmation of buyers coming through, and the way that you can tell that is by volume and by strength. That's the only way you'll be able to tell. Just like what happened on these times that Apple came and bounced off of $150 or $160. I'll say $155. We need to see that again. Now, the market gives us a heads up, right? It tells us what the majority of the market is already thinking. So when you look at this from a weekly perspective, right? This market here in Apple is not particularly bullish. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. Ever since this weekly price bar right here, this weekly price bar that started on March the 28th, 2022, Apple stock has been giving us nothing but weakness. Look at that. So overall, the market is still weak, even as we're encroaching upon earnings tomorrow. Okay. Now, 2 weeks. Look at that. Even the current 3 consecutive 2 weekly price bars, market in Apple's coming down. 3 weeks. The opportunity for us to maintain the bullishness into the market for Apple was right here. We should have seen the market in Apple capitalize off of this price move, and we're not even getting it. 5 weeks. The monthly time frame. Now we got 2 days and 9 hours left. Now I don't want to see this, but I got to give you all the information as of what we're seeing right now. Look at what's going on into the market in Apple real quick from a monthly perspective. Look at this. So here it is, 5 months, 5 consecutive months. The price in Apple could not move above $180. That's not by design, or that's not by coincidence. 5 months. What in the world would be stopping Apple from going up? If so many people have Apple stock in their portfolio, in their IRA, in their IRA, in their pensions, all these hedge funds, all these finance institutions that's holding Apple, why cannot the price break above $180? Answer that question. Because the market don't want to go higher. That's it. And basically, in the next 2 days and 9 hours, if we see this price bar close the way that it looks right now, you have to be bearish. You have to anticipate price continuing to go down in Apple. Now, like I said, there's a whole lot of people holding Apple stock. It's one of the big tech companies. Everyone talks about it. Everyone thinks glorious things about this company, but it can't even break above $180. So you still have to be bearish. Now, you don't have to be massively bearish because, like I said, people are buying this stock. A lot of people hold this stock and they don't want it to fall. So yeah, can we see price come down to 150? Of course. Can we see price come down to 140? Of course. And I know many of you would think that as a buying opportunity. Okay, cool. You see it as a buying opportunity just as someone else sees it as a selling opportunity. Somebody's selling it to you. So check this out. We got earnings coming up. Okay. I won't be surprised to see the market in Apple go up because, like I said earlier in the video, it's been trending down 12% already. It needs to see some movement higher. It's about time for us to see that. But I don't want you all to get tricked. I don't want you all to get fooled into thinking that the market in Apple is now a buy. Be careful because this is the area that the market needs to trade above. Okay, so even if they hit it out the park in earnings, market goes up. But if it doesn't trade above $166, well, I'll leave taking up here. Let me increase it up to 172. That's why I like 172. So even if the market doesn't trade above $172 on this earnings release, don't get fooled because the stock is still weak. It is still weak. So what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop this price because I'm looking for the market in Apple to continue to go lower, even as we're approaching this earnings. And we have $172 as restriction. So even if the market goes up to 170 on this earnings release, I won't be tricked. I need to see the buyers take out 172 before I get a little bit more bullish, before I understand that the buyers are in control. They got to do that. If they don't fall for it. Okay. I understand we are now trading at support. So yes, from out the gate, can we see Apple price go up? Yes, we can actually see that. So don't be surprised if the market goes against my price prediction from out the gate. I'm giving you all the heads up right now, but I'm looking for the market to go down, right? My first area is going to be around 152. Okay. And that's only what? 3.31%. Like I said, a lot of people wants to buy the stock. So even if when people are selling it, there's a willing market that people are willing to buy it on every move to the downside because they suspect in the long term, Apple will always go up. That's my first price target, 152. My second one is around 150 to $148. Okay, 150. That gives us 4.45% movement to the downside, right? Now, long term. It's going to be around 145. Okay, $145. So that's it. I want us to pay attention to these horizontal lines, this ascending line that I have on the chart. I want us to really pay attention to these levels, because if the buyers come in at proper price in Apple on these lines, then we know that's where we need to sell or buy back the position and take the market long and buy the market. Okay, right there. So I'm looking for the price in Apple to continue to dip, not a crash, but basically from what we're noticing on the price action, from the price behavior of the market, it still looks weak, even as we're coming across this earnings. You could play this on an intraday basis and play the earnings to see the market go up, but don't get fooled if price doesn't break 172 to the upside. All right. So now let me know, what do you all think about Apple? What do you think the earnings release is going to do to the price? We're going to go up, or we're going to go down? Real quick, let me know. Make sure you maintain profitability, and as always, trade different.